This man wanted to escape from prison. Knocked on the wall, found out inside was empty. Took the feather to guess the wind direction. Through the pipe you could smell the rain outside. There was a way to escape. But the most worrying thing was this surveillance camera. Monitored your actions 24/24. Only you had something out of the ordinary. The jailer will use the speaker to call you immediately. But in a moment, he found the dead angle of the camera. It turned out that the camera was unable to record the position of the toilet. That made it easier to escape from prison. He stood up on the toilet lid. Intended to make a hole in the ceiling. Along that path went to a ventilation pipe. Just followed the ventilation duct and climbed up to the attic at the top. Did he take the railing out then he could escape? He asked his family to bring a saw blade to him. Hid it in the book. After the jailer finished checking there was no problem so it was brought up. As soon as the jailer left, he immediately tore the book. Successfully got the saw blade, which is an important item for escaping the prison. He asked his fellow inmates to sing the songs to create noises. And he hurriedly climbed up the toilet. Start punching the whole work. How hot must it be there? Sweat had already filled his face. Fortunately, it finally could get it out. He was very smart, he didn't leave any trace. Every time he finished taking the shower, he always sneakily brought his soap home, according to the correct ratio of toothpaste. Then he mixed the two things together. So it was possible to hide the scene perfectly. A few more days passed. Finally, he finished sawing the ceiling. Glad not to say it out loud. He hurriedly climbed up to see the situation. Crawled along the pipe. He accidentally found a ventilation fan. Immediately removed a piece of iron from it. He also used this piece of iron to dig to go to the keep warm floor of the stacking attic. He accidentally found a pile of old foam cushions. He was extremely looking forward to poking his head to take a look. Indeed it exactly as he guessed. Outside this attic was the free land. Extremely coincidental. At this time, the jailer called out his name. But no reply was received. Hurriedly stood up to go over and checked up. When the jailer went through the first door. Because he still was at the top so he couldn't hear the sound of door. Until the jailer went through the second door. He just heard the door. So he hurriedly came back. When the jailer came, he appeared at the door just in time. His heart was pounding, fully strained. He didn't know how to talk. Trying to stop the anxiety, it was almost revealed. He packed up to escape from prison. He could use everything in this room. But he still felt lack of something. He was really worried, but the gods still showed us a way. When the jailer brought back the washing clothes, accidentally gave an extra set of prison clothes. Did the opportunity come? He hurriedly ran to the attic. Put all the styrofoam into the pants. To make up the body and legs. Then used the cake box to make the head. Used the chest to make a nose. And just like that, the mannequin had just been finished. Tore the bed sheets into strands and then tied them together. Made a rope to escape. Reached out his head to incite the inmate. Let him lure the jailer came. But when the jailer arrived, he had heard the sound of opening the door. Hurriedly hid the camera. Took the opportunity to throw the mannequin down. Hid it under the bed. After that restore the camera again. Everything had been prepared done when the jailer came back from patrol. He hurriedly took the mannequin out. Put it carefully on the bed. To make sure there were no mistakes. He was really careful, and so on. Surely the jailer wouldn't detect him. Hurriedly climbed up, crawled along the pipes. Indeed after the jailer came back. Still couldn't find out he disappeared. Arrived at the attic he dressed up. Took the saw blade out and directly worked. No longer. He had removed the railing. Threw the rope down. Climbed down along the rope. Finally successfully escaped. And at this time, his comrades also came to pick up. He ran outside, opened the door, and jumped into the car. Just like that, another person successfully escaped. But the police officer found out the unusual thing at this time. Hurriedly went in and told the jailer. But now he came to see the scene. Immediately bewildered whole body.